welcome back to another edition of Ken and Amanda and InStep.
What?
With us. We did not post a video in November or now it's the end of December, so this will be a recap. Although we did post our video about our mission trip to Spain, so hopefully everybody got to see the video of just the pictures and stuff. So we're just going to tell you a little bit about that trip and our November escapades, and then move into December updates. So our trip, 3 takeaways.
In the pre-conversation to the video, she just said 2 takeaways. Now we have 3.
Well,
and now it's the one's on the fly.
A takeaway, just anything.
So super exciting. I think my 3 takeaways were just what a multicultural church they have there, being an English-speaking church in Spain. They pick up all of the people from around the world that speak English as their primary language. But there's they have members from China, members from Bolivia, members from Ethiopia. They have members from almost every country on the planet that go to that church because the one common language that they share is English. They might be there for work, for a season. They might have retired there. But it's just a super, the most multicultural place I've seen. And then takeaway 2 and 3 were just some of the cool ministries they do. They're really involved. It's kind of a benefit being right in the city, in a downtown city type location is just you walk out the front door and you can minister to the people that are actually living there. So there's a couple different ministries that they do that we're really excited about. So I'm looking forward to 2027. We're going back to Alicante.
We're going back to Alicante.
What?
Yes. Where are you going to go in 2026?
Well, we're going to Ivory Coast this
Africa.
August.
Yes.
Yes.
I will not be participating in that particular trip, but it will be very exciting. We've got a lot of good interest, so we're very excited about that. So my takeaways for these mission trips are always, it just never ceases to amaze me, no matter where you go in the world, just how much people need Jesus, and how people, if you do take the time to slow down and stop and have a conversation with them, how much people appreciate you praying for them or just talking to them. We did some homeless ministry where I think we chatted with a gal for a half an hour, and she told us her whole story, which was so sad. And it was just sad to hear that she was homeless, that she had been homeless and been fighting the system. And and there was no real reason except lack of funds. And then, of course, she doesn't have a home, so she can't get a job. And, the spiral that is that homelessness. And but she was just so thankful that we stopped to talk to her and pray with her. And so that was pretty awesome. The team that we had in Alicante was just one of the coolest teams I think we've worked with, just as far as they all had their own, there was 3 different couples. They all had their own piece to play. But we did something different with all of them, and we were able to see all of the, it's kind of like an octopus, they've just got their main hub, which is the church that they're doing, but there's just all of these tentacles that they're, doing all these different ministries, like Ken said. And it was just so welcoming to just come, and they just embraced us as if we had known them forever. They just brought us in and treated us like family, even their kids, which they were very excited to meet us and see us, and they were very sad when we left. And so just one of those things where you come for a short period of time, but you get to meet people in a place where you get to go deep in life with them. So that was pretty awesome. I don't know if that was more than 2 or 1 or 3 or whatever.
It was an octopus.
It was an octopus.
So just picture that.
So, yes.
Just the tentacles.
So
everywhere.
Our trip to Alicante was great. Easy flights there, no problems. On the way back, we did end up with a really, really tight connection that just didn't happen. And so we ended up staying the night.
Spent the night in London?
No, not in London. We spent the night in...
We spent the night in London?
No, we flew to London the next day.
No?
Yeah.
Madrid?
We spent the night in Madrid.
You spent the night in Madrid?
And then we flew to London, and then we flew from London to Raleigh. So
yeah,
we got to say that we went to London too. So that was
the benefit of that was that if we were supposed to originally get in at midnight, and like on a Saturday or Sunday morning at 1 a.m, like I would have went to bed.
Yes.
And this way it forced us to get in Sunday at like noon or got in for like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And so we were just getting back at a more reasonable time, even though it was plus a day. We had rest in between, so it lessened the
jet lag.
Yeah. So it ended up being a blessing that happened. But overall, it was a great mission. It was a wonderful trip. And then we got to spend Thanksgiving with some friends here at church.
Yes.
They have kind of an open Thanksgiving, and we were so blessed to be able to get to do Thanksgiving with them.
Yeah, share some food and some stories.
Yes. And then moving into December.
Yes, we finally, as some of you have probably seen on Facebook, got our garage put up.
Yes. Now, the big mystery is, will the motorhome fit in it?
Yes. And some of you have asked why we haven't tried to put the motorhome in it. And the answer is that the ground got really torn up in the process of putting up the garage. So it just wasn't suitable for driving the motorhome, which is like 50 million tons over it. Then get it in the garage.
It was a tsunami of conditions.
Yes.
So it rained while they were putting up the shop, and they're using a Gradall, which is like a 7,000-pound off-road vehicle extending forklift. And that just tears the dirt up, especially when it's wet. So it just destroyed all the dirt and made it just awful. And so fast forward, I just got it fixed today. Was the last day of having the whole property. I got to use a friend's tractor and with a box grader on the back. And so I spent a day just developing all the land really nicely. And then I spent today spreading 2 semi trucks of gravel.
Yes.
And so now we will be able to, when maybe Friday, we'll decide to unplug the motorhome. I don't know yet.
We'll see. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah. We're not in a hurry because
we don't have power.
We can't get power. That was more than I thought it was going to be. So we're saving up for the power.
Yep.
So we're not in a hurry to get in there now because we can't until there's power. The only reason we would do it now is just to make sure it can fit. The short version of the story is the motorhome is 37 feet end to end. And so I thought it was reasonable to get a 40-foot shop. But they don't send you the construction literature like accurately of what it's going to look like as a construction process. And so what I didn't know is that the walls are a foot thick. And so these metal posts are 12 inches thick. And so my inside dimensions are 38 feet and the motorhome's 37.
So by the grace of God, we will try to fit into this garage, and we will keep you all updated of the status of that. But again, we're not in a hurry, so we'll probably just be out here on our property enjoying. The weather got really, really cold, which made us very anxious to want to get in the garage, but now it's starting to warm up, so it's not as bad.
Now it's like what it's supposed to be.
It was like 60
We had a
degrees.
Well, this last month was really awful.
Yes.
It was like we're in Washington.
It was
cold and raining.
It was.
And it was like so bizarre.
Speaking of Washington, you got to pop up there at the beginning of December.
Yes, I got to see a few people and sup with a few people and see my daughter, my dad. It was a generational thing.
It was.
Yeah, some friends, had a dinner with some friends. So it was really nice.
Yeah.
Saw my sister, a couple good breakfasts. So yeah, it was a great trip. Next trip's in March, and
I get
bring
to go.
Bring in the boss with me at this one.
We're gonna extend it a day or two, and then I'll be up so I can visit everybody, or all the people I can in the short period of time that we'll be there. So
yes,
if you want to connect with me, reach out and we'll set something up. And then December brought, I did have one surprise home birth at the end of November. I was a backup on, so that was not something I anticipated, but I did get to participate in that. Unfortunately, that ended up with me calling in a backup doula, just because it had taken an extremely long time and she wasn't progressing. So she did end up having to go to the hospital, unfortunately, and she did have a C-section, but mom and baby are healthy. And then moving into December, I had 2 births in December, and they both decided to go at the same week, back to back. So one was on a Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, and then one was Friday night, early Saturday morning, or something like that. But I was at the hospital for 30 hours with the first one, came home, ate, changed, showered, slept,
hilarious.
and then went back to the same hospital for the second one.
Came home and was home for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And then left again.
Yeah.
But the good news, just praise report, the Lord has been blessing her health because whatever's going on, her pain is less, and so
the new vitamins.
Yeah,
and,
3 months. 3 months ago, that back-to-back thing would have had her out for a week, sleeping for a week and not moving.
Yeah, I would have only been able to do the one. I would have had to call in a backup doula, and I wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah, but she did both of these, and she felt great, and so.
And then a week later, on Christmas Eve, a client that wasn't due until the end of January went into labor. And so they had a Christmas baby. So I got to be at the hospital to be a part of that, which was pretty awesome. Little Christmas baby. And so, yes. And everybody, all births, all moms, all babies, everybody's doing good. Obviously, some challenges with each, but they're working it all out. So, yeah. So 3 births in December when I had planned on 2, and then all of them the same, pretty much 7-day span. So
Mi esposa es la leche.
You're funny. So I felt blessed to be a part of all of those, and then I have 2 more coming up in January, unless somebody else goes early.
So dope.
So yeah.
Oh, and we got to spend a really lazy Christmas all morning, and then in the evening we got to go hang out with some friends and do a movie and dinner. So that was really nice to hang out with some friends here and just have a little bit of Christmas love in the evening, so that was super cool.
Yes.
What else?
That is,
I think we're all caught up.
Pretty much it. Yeah. It's been pretty eventful, but at the same time, there's been a lot of gaps in between.
Are you going to have this posted before the New Year?
Yes, I'm going to post this before the New Year.
So hey, listen, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope your plans for the new year, your hopes and dreams in the new year are fulfilled. I hope you are able to do everything that you want to do in the coming year. And we love you and miss you.
Yes, we love you and miss you. And if you're here in North Carolina, thank you for keeping tabs on all of the fun things that we're doing. We do have a couple people who have been watching our videos that we go to church with, so that's pretty fun. And then we will post again at the end of January with an update. But yes, Happy New Year. We wish many blessings on you all. Love you.
Many.
Peace!